Hey and welcome to the channel of That Burn Guy. This is my third time participating in Clip Studio Tips contest, and today's topic is creating and using textured brushes. The method I'm going to share involves both traditional drawing actions and the digital ones. What you're going to need for it is any kind of paints. It is better to use black ones for easier editing. Brushes. It is optional, you can use practically anything to create a stroke. A scanner, a camera or a phone with a good camera. And any kind of paper. If you, for example, use watercolor paints, it is better to use some specific kind of paper for more artistic effect. For this guide, we will create a simple texture so you could understand the process. After that, you are free to experiment with it as you desire. I will show you some of the brushes I made with slightly different actions in the end of this guide. First, take a brush and dip it in the paint slightly. After that, make several pressings of it on the paper, so it would form a textured spot. Now you should scan what you have received. For those who don't have a scanner, you can use your smartphone's camera and the Note Block application, which processes images to the state where they look like they were actually scanned. Import the received image to Clip Studio and place it on a big canvas. I used 5000 on 5000 resolution. Scale it up until it is big enough to nearly match the canvas. Remove the noise left on the background using the Remove Dust panel, which is near the Correct Line panel. You are free to use the classic eraser as well though. Once done, you might activate the Remove JPEG Noise tool to clean the inner part slightly. Next, you need to press the Convert Brightest to Opacity. This is an essential tool of our guide. It removes the background color we have now completely, leaving everything necessary and making some of the pixels left transparent where necessary. Now you need to save it as a material. You can simply open your materials catalog and drag the layer with the texture to any of the folders. After that, you need to open the preferences of this new material and check the Use for Brush Tip Shape box. You may also change its name and add some special tags so you could easily find it in the search among your materials. Press OK. Now we are going to create the brush itself. Duplicate the brush you want to be the basement of your new textured brush. I chose the standard oil paint. Now go to its preferences and open the brush tip page. Here we will combine the properties of the oil paint and the texture we prepared. The texture has been applied and we can draw with it now. However, the brush does not seem too different from the original oil paint, so we will edit it a bit. For this purpose, I went to the ink page and switched the color mixing type. It means that the way the strokes mix on the canvas has changed. And if you turn the color mixing off, the brush will be more like an inking brush rather than an oil or watercolor one. There are many ways of how this brush can be changed, and you can create completely different brushes using one same texture. For example, you can apply the spraying effect or turn on the ribbon preference to make the brush draw with separate texture stamps, and not with a continuous textured line. Here are some of the brushes I created. I even created one of them using my fingerprint as the main image, so the possibilities are unlimited. And the third one was made by simply twitching the brush there and back again multiple times. Experiment with the forms, their transparency and what you're making them with, and you will definitely receive a set of beautiful, unique and useful brushes. By the way, you might download my set in the assets under the following name. Transfer the prepared brush to the materials to register it as a material as well. Now, you might also be interested in how you can publish your material. It is really simple. Open the Clip Studio main platform and go to Manage Materials. Find what you're going to publish and press on its private Manage Materials button. Sync your materials with the cloud if it is ready and go to the material information. Here you can prepare the page of your material and publish it with the button in the upper right corner. Here's how the published post looks like. This is my set of brushes. They all are stroke type of brushes because I wanted to make the ink-like brushes first. And this is it. A really simple method of creating almost any kind of textured brush. And if you want to make your brush look even more textured, you can open the texture page in the brush preferences and choose the texture you want. Thank you for following my guides, and also thank you for your time. Wish you all the greatest inspiration.